for this morning. Mayong buntag kaninyo tanan. Welcome to the province of Bohol, all delegates of the 21st Dairy Congress and Expo. Let us give a big warm welcome to everyone. This is a great morning, and let me acknowledge the presence of special friends who are with me on stage, led by His Excellency, Dr. Effie Ben Matichao. Let's give a big hand. Your Excellency, Ambassador of Israel. I don't know if I pronounced the name correctly. And of course, our National Chairman of the Dairy Confederation, Director Isidro Albano. Let's give a big hand. The rest of the officers of the Dairy Confederation, with Mr. Robert Denario, our National Vice Chairman, and then our Administrator of the National Dairy Authority, Ms. Marlene Mabale, and our Trade Commissioner of the Canadian Embassy, Ms. Angel Cachuela. Our Philippine Carnival Center, Director Angel Del Valle. Of course, from the ACDI, General Gilbert Lianto. Let's give a big hand. The rest of the officers of the dairy industry, Department of Agriculture, BAI, other related offices. In the provincial government of Bohol, let me acknowledge our small but terrible head of the Provincial Veterinarian's Office, Dr. Bing Lapis and her team, who were actually also part and parcel of the preparations of this event. Our members of the Provincial Board, I think our Chairman of the Agriculture Committee is also here, Board Member Abel Damalario, other guests and visitors, members of the media, our Bohol dairy farmers who are present here today. Let me also acknowledge the Federation members of the National Dairy Confederation of the Philippines and our exhibitors of the Dairy Congress. Sa lahat-lahat na nandito ngayon, kanatong tanan, maayong buntag, good morning to everyone, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Let me welcome all of you on behalf of the 1.2 million Boholanos in this tourism island province of Bohol. It is indeed a welcome note that you have chosen Bohol as a venue of your conference, your Congress and Expo. When I was told by your Federation officers that you have planned to hold this activity here, we did not have second thoughts in saying you are most welcome and we are ready to extend whatever support needed so that this convention will be a successful exercise of exchange of dynamic information that will strengthen our dairy industry in the country and at the same time allow you also to visit the very interesting sites of our province of Bohol. The theme that you have adopted, moving towards milk sufficiency, is very, very akin to the goals and visions of Bohol in our self-sufficiency in food, as well as our dream of making Bohol a source of milk, not only in the Visayas, but more recently with Secretary Piñol's announcement, a dream of making Bohol the milk capital of the Philippines. We all know very well that our supply of milk domestically is only addressing 1.2% of the needs of the entire country. That means 98.8% of our milk demand is supplied by external sources. That indeed is a big challenge. And Secretary Piñol, when he was here in Argentina, and at that time I was in Indonesia to represent our local government he called me and said, Governor, would you like Bohol to become the milk capital of the Philippines? And I told him, we only dreamt of becoming a milk capital of Central Visayas. But if you will help make Bohol the milk capital of the country, then we are just most excited to be so. Secretary Piñol flew into Bohol with top officials of the DA buying the other related agencies, and we had a meeting in his office. And I realized that the Secretary's dream for the country is not only lip service, but really something that can be realized in the nearest future. Let me tell you about Bohol's story in our love affair with the milk industry. Let me tell you that our status in terms of sharing our resources to achieve the level of self-sufficiency in milk has started with the provincial government working with the different DA agencies in Bohol. You have the National Dairy Authority, which is a farm in Ubay. We also have the Philippine Carabao Center and other institutions of the DA that are working closely with our provincial government. We are now producing about 1,000 liters of milk production daily, both from Chatto and from Carabao. And likewise, we are targeting 10% increase of milk production every year with the participation, support, and assistance of PRDP. The province of Bohol, of course, puts in our budget every year our counterpart fund to show to national government, the DA and PRDP, that we are putting the resources where our mouth is. And so, the province, together with the PCC, NDA, DA, we are targeting many programs to achieve our dream of becoming a milk capital. We are strengthening our local dairy producers association in the different parts of the province, producing also activities that will enhance their enterprise development skills. We are also putting annual budgets for our dairy production. As I mentioned to you, our counterpart budgets for the PRDP program. We are implementing for support programs of different projects. Artificial insemination is a very successful program in the province of Bohol. And aside from that, we are getting partners from the private sector. So this is a public-private partnership. Even Boholanos abroad, which has associations in many countries in the globe, more particularly the Confederation of Boholanos in USA and Canada, are raising funds as counterpart of the Boholanos overseas in our artificial insemination program. We have trained and started and in fact innovated an approach in Bohol which became a Galing Pook Award-winning project. We organized and trained barangay livestock aides in every barangay. We have 1,109 barangays with only few veterinarians in the provincial government and absolutely no veterinarian in every town. How can you multiply the technology and the extension work without volunteers on the ground? Following the concept of the barangay health workers of the Department of Health, we thought, why can't we have health workers for our animals who can help veterinarians in addressing the multifarious needs of cattle and livestock, and likewise do artificial insemination. We supply them with the training, the capability, and we supply them with the equipment. So they are carrying their bags like barangay health workers. They too have their own barangay kits for the bala. And this has been a very interesting program because it addresses the basic needs of local communities in helping, developing, and continuously producing sufficient supply of meat. But this time, we have gone beyond the borders of our own plants. We are embarking on the milk industry through all the cooperatives that we have created. The milk that is produced also goes well to the education department because we introduce cooperatives that will use our milk on the first place for their nutrition program. The province of Bohol provided freezers to the different co-ops in the schools so they can make use of it in their income-generating projects, again, by supplying fresh milk or choco milk and other milk products in the different schools. This has been very successful, so it is expanding in the different areas of the province and has been visited by different ed divisions in the country to look at how our milk industry has contributed to nutrition as well. We have established our own liquid nitrogen plant with the Department of Agriculture providing us the support. Next month, this will already be operational. We are also providing the needed veterinary logistics to the different animal health programs, including our dairy program and poultry industry also in the province. By the way, for the poultry industry, Dr. Salces, I would like to acknowledge, has helped us in the UP Los Baños in developing our own Bohol strain chicken. All these innovations are our contribution to the national agenda of sufficiency in food and most especially sufficiency in our dairy products. We have accepted the challenge, in fact, of Secretary Piñol to be the milk capital of the country. And as you know, while there is a growing debate about whether or not it is safe to import all the cattle here to the Philippines and to Bohol, being aware of the risks in importation, this is also being carefully addressed. During our meeting in Manila, our director of NNPA was there present. We were all very, very precise in saying that Bohol is open, but we have to make use of all the scientific technologies that will safeguard Bohol and the country from diseases that we expect may be a consequence of importation. We are very happy also that when Secretary Piñol visited us again a few months ago, he brought the information that our intake, our local veterinarian's office with Dr. B. Lopez, the Obay Stock Farm, the Philippine Cargo Center, the Department of Agriculture, Region 7, the BAI, are working in the needed preparations. Consultations have been done in the ground. Secretary Piñol was with us when the people from Ubay and the people of Bohol said yes to making Bohol the milk capital of the Philippines. And likewise, our health programs for the animals is a continuing process. So with all this, I am sharing with you this information because we know that your convention will talk about these subject matters. We know that your convention will talk about technologies as well as strengthening your organization, confederation, and your capacities to build a stronger industry that can make milk sufficiency and food sufficiency in the Philippines a reality. Bohol is your partner. That is why we are here to warmly welcome all of you. But as you visit Bohol, do not forget that Bohol is a tourism island province. You might be so engaged with the discussion, forgetting the fact that you have a lot of places in Bohol that you may not have even visited before. Bohol opens its door to the international community as we open our new Bohol Panglao International Airport by August of this year. Bohol will open its door to more tourist visitors, but likewise, we will open our gates to trade and industry and more traffic in the exchange of food, basic commodities, as well as exchange of people and different programs that will lead towards stronger economic growth and development. And this is also the reason why Central Bank of the Philippines has decided to put in Bohol, and we will be groundbreaking next month, a full branch of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas in the province of Bohol, a significant indicator of their trust and confidence in the business climate of Bohol. Likewise, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry last year at the Manila Hotel with President Rodrigo Duterte himself gave Bohol the highest award as the most business-friendly province in the entire Philippines, besting 81 provinces and 14 finalists that they included the big names and the big provinces of the Philippines. Bohol started as part of the 20 poorest provinces of the country. But we planned and realized that Bohol has the potentials in the area of tourism, in the area of agriculture, in the area of ICT, which are now the pillars of development in this province. With that, our poverty statistics has radically dropped. In the year 2000, our poverty index was at 50.2%. Now, we have dropped and made it possible to reach a low level of 21.7%. Very close to the national average and lower than the regional average of Region 7. We continue to create jobs to the milk industry, through our farmers. We continue to create jobs through investments in the field of tourism and information technology. But what is important is we continue to develop Bohol because of partnerships, public-private sector partnership. Your gathering is the partnership that I am also talking about. It is through the partnership of national government agencies and local government agencies and the private sector in the industry that can make things happen in this country. So let me welcome you again to the province of Bohol. Enjoy your meetings and explore the province. As we say it, Bohol has it all. It's all in Bohol. Because in this island, you will see not only the white sandy beaches and the dive sites. You will see also the largest mangrove plantation in Asia. And there are only 6 double barrier reefs in the world. One is in the northern part of Bohol. You will see everything in its natural form, and likewise, the old churches that were destroyed in the last earthquake of 2013 are now restored, most of them, and now contributes also to the lush green scenery, cascading waterfalls, meandering rivers, murmuring brooks, forests that are both natural and man-made, including the flora and fauna of the province of Bohol. So, welcome to Bohol. Enjoy your conference. God bless you all. Good morning.